I'm breaking.
We're still in here. We're still in here.
I know. It's walking in late. Above us.
Careful, on a roof, on a roof.
Yeah,
Crouch on me, crouch on me.
Play the circle thing on me. Play the circle thing on me. Like on the ramp right here is good. On the reef's looking.
I'm in zero right now. I'm in zero right now. After my back. Zero thing.
Thermite. I have a partial armor swap. I'm coming down low.
Just crouch on me, crouch on me, crouch on me.
I have another armor swap. Yeah, the roof team is just griefing. We're fine here. Moving again.
Getting hidden.
Roof team can't peek that anymore. The shield underneath is going to be the next issue.
I'm trying to shoot back suppress fire.
Out of fields for shield.
There's a team in front of us. I queued them. We got to shoot underneath the building. They're on my queue. I'm dead instantly. Holding my knock.
Roof is still looking.
Roof might help you here. I'm playing my knock.
I'm dead.
Nice try. We can't do anything. We didn't have any heals.
Well, NRG make it into that top 6 or 7, but they get taken out. Just had no heals to play with, Dan. And loot is such a valuable thing in these endgames just to survive.
I saw a couple of catalyst abilities coming out there as well. Very much going to play a part in this final circle. 4 squads remaining, and Season are one of them, but they're down to just 2. So many weakened squads at the moment. Cloud9 get eliminated as well, and suddenly we're down to 3. And look at all the vision that's been impaired, but Team Liquid want to get involved. They want to be able to use this castle wall to their advantage in this last circle.
They can also isolate this duo on the right-hand side thanks to the ultimate coming in from Catalyst as well. But also, it means they can jump from behind the curtain and cause some problems here. Team Liquid might be falling down, sight stakes to the sky, but he's just delaying the inevitable. Season will now move in. Liquid out, and it's Karasuno who move in for the win in game number 1. And with all due respect, nobody saw that coming.
Catalyst gets a victory in the first game. That's what we wanted to see.
Long game. Furia still up on the high ground, but as we always note, Dan, at some point you have to leave this high ground. But with the zone being pretty much bang center for where Furia controlling the space, they can wait this out for quite some time.
Bots get eliminated. Karasuna still alive. Still 2 of them fighting tooth and nail down in the bottom of this building. Catalyst still in play as well because Fury is still alive. And that means that we could still see a big impact from the newest legend added to the game. But Dark Zero, they're kind of chilling at the moment. They're a little bit worried, I think, about what Furia might do if they drop down. They're just trying to avoid those sight lines so there's no easy damage that could happen on top of them. They don't have an ability to get up on top of this building. Without the horizon, they are kind of just having to play down low right now, which is a little bit frustrating, but they are making it work.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the fences down, so if Furia do try and push them, they're just going to be slowed, they're going to be stunned, they're not going to be able to do anything whatsoever. So Furia know that they can't just jump down and do what they probably want to do, which is take the fight to Dark Zero. On the other side, it's Atlanta Premier once again in a fantastic spot with the rest of the lobby in front of them.
Yeah, they can go from the other side of Dark Zero here, but again, we'll just be playing on the low ground, whereas Furia are going to have to move soon, as are Karasuna. So we're going to see who is going to be the first to break here, and also how many shields are going to break on that journey towards this next area, because here we go. Furia are running out of room. Move's going to have to happen.
Well, they're going to ape someone. They're going to ape him soon. Pandas gets absolutely turned into shredded cheddar as he goes down to the ground. Here's Watson's trying to do what he can to survive, but now Atlanta Premier. All of a sudden, the KP present themselves. Karasuno are game 1 winners fall as Atlanta Premier now find themselves up against DZ, and this could be one of the final battles for this game.
Should be as well, but Atlanta Premier have lost 1. Suddenly, this isn't as easy as maybe they had have thought. 2 teams now remaining, but I think this is just going to be a 2 versus 1. It's about just cleaning up. Shields will play a part, but Atlanta Premier have got their victory. I thought it might come in game 1, but no, it's game 2 where Hill and the rest of the squad are able to pull it off.
Down to a team of 2. We got Cloud9 and Tripods. Oh, the controller shots are going to come through. ESA gets taken out. They get some more kill. KP as well. Nick is the new kill leader with 3, but Cloud9 is going to come in for the finish. That's going to be it for Tripods, certainly, as Cloud9 should be able to clean things up. One last member of Tripods runs away and survives for now, though.
3 squads still remaining. ESA on the other side of things. Nick Merckx will be finished. C9 have the numbers on their side, but here comes E8 making a very sneaky late rotation here to try and catch this player off guard. Big damage going down. They'll fence that one off, and now E8 can leave that. They can turn their attention elsewhere.
Here's what's interesting. That's a team of 2, and they must have seen that. At least one rat. They knew that some kills were lit up in the kill feed. So I'm pushing that and taking the easy 2 kill points. Instead, they play defensively with the Watson fence, and they absolutely trapped Gentrify, the last member alive here, who's going to have to come back to Cloud9, and now giving Cloud9 the free KP. But Gent's going to get a knock here with the R301 on Rocker, leaving him in a 1v1 for a moment. But no, the res comes through. C9 back to full force. I'm just surprised the Elevate hasn't tried to capitalize.
Yeah, Elevate had an opportunity there, but They decided they didn't want to give any opportunity to
Let's scope this quadrant out here.
Tripods to even get one knock in that situation. One knock and all of a sudden the game is C9s. They have to play it carefully. They have to be careful. They have to deal with the solo players together before they turn this into a straight 3v3. That's now where we find ourselves. Tripods will be eliminated. And even though C9 have managed to get some decent heals off, it's not white heals, it's just the armor. So EA now, they have the HP advantage here as they move in with this Mastiff. Surely this has got to be an EA game.
Absolutely. Gentrifying did all the work needed, and E8 is going to just come through and capitalize. C9 down to no HP, and E8 on top. Presley goes down. Golden going to get a shield bat off, making it a 2v1, buying his teammates some time as Mercy down to 5 HP, but it's okay. Golden's going to come through and clean things up. And just like that, Elevate will do it. You're champions of game number 3 on Storm Point.
I will say this, there is no more satisfying way to win a game of Apex Legends than with a left-handed uppercut. Trust me, I've done it. I've won a lot of games of Apex, and that's the best way you can possibly do it. Shout out something that Monsoon did there just immediately after having stayed alive. He first thought, pop that ult XL, give us another gen so that we can take a position and not worry about grenades. Now you're going to see Monsoon trying to push up on Watson, do damage. Team Liquid, they are eliminated as well, so we're down to our final 3, and this might be a TSM-looking game.
It could be. Complexity and TSM are both surrounding the team between them. You can see it's just going to be damage after damage. This is where the fuse comes into the equation. We spoke about it right at the start of the game. What does Reps have as fuse in these final circles? The ultimate will also be there for them as well. And TSM, they do so much damage, but still no wipe just yet.
Players managed to stabilize momentarily. TSM with that damage, though, get Reps onto Red Evo. And now you're going to see Imperial Hal move in with that car to finish off Pow Pow as well. One player left alive. Just hiding in behind those Evo shields, or did he manage to low ult out of that situation? Reps now taking the high ground and doing some damage onto Complexity. TSM now all up to full red Evos.
Yeah, MPS and the last remaining player of Shubi maybe can be a little bit of a pain in the backside, but no, TSM want to take this advantage now. They get the wipe. It's a straight 3v3 with Complexity.
It's a shootout here between Complexity and TSM, but Luxford, he's got the RE45 and he's shredding away at some shields. Monsoon up on the high ground just spraying and praying, but the exchange of fire means that Shiny will be the first person to go down. TSM usually in these situations come out on top. Verhol's trying to get the finish. Reps will get a shield cell off, but here comes Luxford. This isn't done yet. How now in a position where Reps will move in? And in our crazy, crazy game here on World's Edge, win is spelled TSM.
And I love that I talk about fuse right at the start of the game. I say, hey, we've got a couple of fuses. And you say, well, you know, TSM, they have been considering it. And suddenly we get to see it in all of its glory.
I wonder if Verhulst is going to have his ultimate ready at some point as well. Is he going to have time to get that Valkyrie redeploy into position? At the moment, TSM are just climbing the mountain. The mountain goats are going up high. As Reps is maybe thinking about when he uses that ultimate as well on Fuse. For now, TSM are on this high ground. They have no meds to play with. They have no mistakes to play. They cannot charge these shields back up. Reps is ready to shoot a few arc stars and a few nades to anyone who comes near him. But TSM now in the top 5, even without meds.
It's whether they go for the split approach. It's whether Verhulst goes up into the sky and Hal and Reps, they decide to take the fight as a 2 and get aggressive rather than sending everyone up into the sky. This is going to be a very interesting decision indeed. They might all 3 of them commit to the fight as well. Very, very possible because of the position they're in. But they were hoping, I think, by this point that other teams would have already lost a couple of members. But everyone is slowly paddle-footing their way into the circle and no one quite going down just yet. But now we get the action.
And now we're going to see a defensive bombardment coming as well. And now TSM from the high board land with a crash. Imperial Hal takes to the sky. 5 squads still remaining. TSM land on the high ground. CLG involved in this bubble fight towards the end game as well. CLG will pick up a few kills, but not before they are eliminated. TSM now into the top 4 as Liquid, Nocturnal find themselves at just 1 alive.
This is absolute carnage. TSM still alive right now. Get the damage. 2 squads remaining. Can you get the final kill? No, bots are able to do it in the end. TSM, they fought valiantly, but bots come in, sweep up, and a team who only had 2 right at the start of the game managed to make it back up to 3, and they do the damage in the final circle.
Which means that TSM now have 1 player completely eliminated from this lobby, but here comes the move from Season. There's the The EMP going down, that destroys offensive, and Dark Zero got to hold strong here. Season making a big play towards the end game.
Yeah, great shot already. Mr. Hakulo, who did go down earlier, gets his revenge, and now they're into the top 5, but more people come through the door. Complexity, Monsoon, and Lux struggling to stay alive as everyone wants to get involved in this action.
What a hold this is from Season, by the way. Somehow they hold off all of Complexity. Having barely had any shields, they focused the fire onto that door. And 8 kills now to Mr. Hakulo. 4 squads remaining. Rack Attack eliminated. And they're going to be able to maybe, just for a second, stabilize and fight to live another day.
Yeah, Season going to second place with those kills and these placements. Verholst bleeds out. 4 squads now remaining, and that means that Reps is going to have to make that move eventually. And it does mean, though, that TSM are into the top 4. So Reps has found his way into Central Circle. He is pretty much guaranteeing first place for TSM in the overall standings here. But it's about what's happening elsewhere for second place as Season eventually go down to Complexity, and maybe Complexity will take it away from them.
But who's the team who's watching all of this happen? Who's the team who's on that high ground?
It's NRG!
It's NRG who leave it late. They do it for the content once more. And it's a ridiculous end to North America today. Reps from TSM is going to do a bit of damage, and that might help them out as well. He has an armor swap, and Reps is still alive. As NRG make their move in, and NRG win game number 6. I cannot believe what they have just done.
NRG just pushed themselves from about 13th up to, 6th place with that victory. But it's TSM, it's their survivability, it's their game plan that will secure them top of the standings overall.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
They're low in the wall.
Okay, I'm
I
going.
don't have bullets. They drop down. They drop down. We have to set up post. This setup is not ours.
I'm going.
I leave that. I think we leave that, the defense.
No, I can use Alpha, man. I can use Alpha to set up.
Do you have Gen?
One cell, please.
No, I don't.
I have 0 cells.
I drop you a lot of what? Why do you need self?
Yeah, no, I have that.
Take self.
They're pushing below us, guys.
Well, we're jumping back into the game here, Dan. We come out of the listening because the Send are getting pushed by LFO forever. And it's all up to post-kill, but the zone will take care of him. We're down to the final 2.
Alliance versus IG, but IG are down to just 2 players. And Alliance, they are going to swoop on in. This should be an easy dub for them if they play this correctly, Mark.
Black Hole goes in as well. The Wombo combo, add them all up. The Arc Stars, are they going to hit? Are they going to do the damage? A little bit of chip damage onto the shields, and now Effects decides with his RE45, it's time to go in. But the move is going to be slowed down for just a second here. Invictus doing what they can to hold the ground. Hackers is taken down to barely any HP. So now Alliance have to reset momentarily. But here comes Effect, and that is the effect Effect can have.
Yeah, the new addition, the new hot property on this roster, as everyone wanted a little bit of effect, but it looks like he's going to be the one who does the final bit of damage. There is going to be one down, does not matter. An Alliance who dominated the zone for what seemed like the entire game. We didn't get to see their POV because they were restricted. They were in a building, they were waiting, they were picking their moments, but they picked their moment absolutely perfectly.
Do move in, and it will be Young Hong Kong who does get that final kill. So Ember into the top 3, but IG is the story of this game, Dan. Like you say, early positioning, it's been so good from them, but we mentioned how influential the Kraber can be, and if you look at Bavis right now, that man's got a Kraber in his hands.
Also, the other issue you've got to look at is IG are the meat in the sandwich right now. They're between the 2 teams, and if Ember and Horizon push at the same time, it could be difficult. Ember are doing the damage. Noises goes down. This could be catastrophic for IG.
Oh, and they're just shredding them at the moment. They can't get them back. They're trying to cancel their heals. Young Hong Kong's going to get away himself, but surely that's just going to be the opening for a third party to come in. Invictus have been eliminated, but it looks like they're going to be able to get a little reset here. So as you say, Horizon is a 2. It's a 3v2. They didn't take the advantage in that situation. Maybe they needed to win that game.
Oh, 0-0 will send it on to Ember, but unfortunately gets absolutely destroyed by the 3, and now it's a 1 versus 3 in what would seem is impossible here right now.
Surely this is going to be the end of the game here. It will be Ember who made that late move into the zone to pick up the first place finish. They will be your champions. But I think the points will be very interesting to look at the end of this game, Dan, because there was a couple of teams.
A tough final circle to navigate. Gaming Gladiators, I would say, in my opinion, have the best position, but you could also say that LFO, with the ability to walk out from cover underneath, probably feel pretty good about themselves as well. It's just a case of who shoots who first here.
That's right. Waiting game indeed. And of course, right now you got to think LFO. Thank God they have Watson, but they are the team in the center, which means they will likely be the team that's going to be first to be under duress. Horizon makes the first move on high ground here, and rightfully so. Wise decision to take high ground and close your way in. That high ground's going to be all types of advantage. Mobile respawn beacon going to drop just for some extra cover. The damage has been done, and Horizon's going to be able to heal up.
So much shots going down, but it's mostly hitting the generator at the moment. Gaming Gladiators still a full 3 as Mimu is the first to go down from Horizon. So Gaming Gladiators still in one of the better positions. Artigo wants the swap but can't get the swap, but they are able to back off. They are trying to force LFO closer to their opposition right now as they can just hold down this ground and they can nade for free.
That's right, and those nades are going to connect. Not a lot of damage, though, courtesy of the nurse to the Arc Stars, but Gaiman does the damage. Bow check, bow in hand of Hardeki. He's going to connect. Horizon's going to be taken out first, and Gaiman Gladiators will clean up after. They're going to do it. Game number 3 with a 10-plus kill game for Gaiman. They go huge and respond to the Call of Duty, Dan.
It's about time we saw the Gaming Gladiators do what we know they are capable of, what they should have been doing. IG on top of them, and IG also shredding as well. JMW, what was that?
JMW, there's too many numbers for me to even call out in that position, but now he's got to do a little bit more damage because Graceful is alongside him. JMW has managed to get a battery off, but Noises is down. 5 squads remaining. Invictus trying to force their way in, but here come the cancels. They're trying to get the finish, maybe to have an armor swap available, but here is Graceful, and 3 Muppets go down.
Wow, what a fight from IG as well, and just in time to get Noises back up and now heal up before you move into this next circle. We've got 4 squads left, so there is going to be opportunity to kind of take your time a little bit here. But look at Jay Savage and co. We saw them earlier in this kind of train cart, this broken down train cart, and now they're going to be able to use this to full advantage because they will be in the prime position that other teams are going to be looking at. But the other train cart you see on your screen is currently free.
Wicked sick. He's got a Kraber and he did huge damage, 140 to one of those members from Gaming Gladiators who's trying to move down that hill. They know they've got to move through the open. That's why they were trying to make a little bit of an earlier move. You can also see that LFO are going to have to make that play, and the train car, I'm telling you, there's no seats available for everyone. As now LFO try and get in there, get in that mix, do a little bit of damage. Another 140, but it's not going to get that knock like he used to.
Well, IG have got into that other train cart just north of LFO forever here, so IG now are going to be so thankful that it wasn't taken. They can kind of watch all this battle happening in front of them as Horizon will get taken down. LFO forever, unfortunately, look like they're going to be demising very quickly, and we're into a 3 now.
And look at the move now. GG see the damage done. They know that the heals aren't going to have time to be popped. Hardeki moves in. The shuffle is there. And all of a sudden, Gaming Gladiators starting to take over this game. 2 squads remaining, but Hardeki's down. And surely, Dan, that just opens the door now for Invictus.
Yeah, Invictus will full send it. He's going to be against the 2. Are they quick enough, though? That's the real question. Do they have the positioning? They will surround them, and they triangulate to make sure they get the shots here.
Big damage being done. This is just a matter of time. IG move in. IG will win. They will be your champions on our first game of World's Edge today in game number 4, and it was all about that previous minute or so where they won those vital fights.
As for Ember, as for everyone else, now it's time to go. You have to move into the circles. It starts to force you in. Round 5 is closing.
Bitfix Gaming and the team up on height as well that have been holding out GG, but they're going to have to move because the zone is going to force them to do so. Creeping will be able to get that battery out. Ember, eliminated. Creeping now, looking to use the Sheila, and Hardeki, there's one way to stop him. It's with Sheila.
4 squads remaining. Make it 3. LFO forever, the next to fall. So Bitfix Gaming are going to push up in, but again, there is 2 squads already set up. Watson fences down. They are inside the area, so they can just watch and they can nade. They can use all of the facilities they need to, as Bitfix are desperately trying to get any sort of setup, this janky setup with Sheila on the horizon potentially.
Well, this is the difference, right? That EMP isn't going to destroy those walls. You're going to have a little bit of cover still to play with. Its Turkish stars are inside. The RE45 is red, is golden, is looking beautiful, but the shots coming in means that it won't even be able to fire a bullet in this endgame. Now you're seeing the teams collapse. We're down to just 3 squads here, Dan.
And it's Corpa, the last remaining team who have been central circle for quite some time. They pick their moment and decide to get aggressive, and all of a sudden it's down to 2 squads.
Turkish stars eliminated. Corpa trying to do the damage, and they will do damage as well. They get the first knock. Now they're looking to just clean up what is left, and Corpa will take home our penultimate game of the day here on World's Edge. They win game number 5, and that final push that came in, the aggression which has been almost the word to describe their gameplay today, is used perfectly in those final moments to close things out.
Where's the other squad? Where's the other squad? Where
I
is
don't
the
know.
other squad?
I
Where's
actually
the
don't know.
fourth squad?
Here! It's two teams out here. We take this 3v3, okay? You guys ready?
They're split, there's spot.
You have 20 seconds. I'm gonna EMP them. Be ready. I'm EMPing them
I'm
now.
ready.
I'm swinging with Jay.
Okay, I'm peeking inside.
One's in this room, Jay. I'm nading him. Push inside. Wait, swing inside. You ready?
Back,
3,
back,
2,
back.
1. Swing inside.
I'm batting, all you guys.
One dead.
Play your left cam. I'm here.
Nice,
Just
I'm
got down.
batting.
I'm dead.
Cracked him. Give me shield.
Yeah.
He's dead,
Nice. Res Grace.
I'm resting. Yeah, I just fence first.
Res me. Nice. I have gold. I'm gonna res.
Yes, I have gold as well. You just armor swap.
Yeah, okay, I hear you. No, I'm gonna sell. We're fine.
Get me.
Yeah.
Well, back into the game. What a push that is coming in from IG, Dan. A massive decision, and they win the 3v3 inside the building.
And as I said, that takes them into second place, and now they've got to chase Gaming Gladiators. But Gaming Gladiators had kills in this game, so it is not going to be easy. They would need a victory plus these kills that you can see on your screen if they're going to have a chance for first place. So still all to do from IG, but what a listening that was. The intensity was there from the squad, screaming at each other, and I love the decision to take the straight 3v3.
Well, surely this is IG's game. You can see the Gamer Drones and Phoenix Legacy, they're right next to each other. They're going to be damaging each other. They're going to cause all sorts of problems, and Phoenix Legacy know that they've got to take this fight, and that surely just opens the door here for IG. IMP is going to do a huge amount of damage, but so is the zone now. Phoenix Legacy causing all sorts of problems, but here comes Invictus, picking their moment to strike, and once again, it's the perfect moment. Invictus International close out the day's action with a huge win here on World's Edge.